Hey guys, welcome back to the MangaMark channel, and today we're continuing on with watching G8 arc of One Piece. We started in the last video, we watched the first two episodes of this arc, and it was a good little setup. I liked it. I like the premise of this arc very much. I like that we're stuck inside a marine base. Everybody's split up. Looks like we're all going to be getting into some antics. Zoro's been caught already. Of course he has, because he's just, well, to be fair, Nami contributed to that because she threw his swords down the cliff, but he was going to get himself into trouble eventually, you know. It was a matter of time. But yeah, we have Luffy and Sanji in the kitchen just now. They are posing as famous marine chefs. Chopper's kind of just hiding around, scurrying around the base trying to hide. Usopp is with Robin. They're trying to work out a plan. And that's where we are. Nami's pretending to be like a janitor, and she's been taken away by like the one of the marines there to be given a job. So we're all kind of all over the place. The marines have took in the Mary and like the evidence, and they have all their gold and stuff. That's a problem. And we have Commander Jonathan, who's in charge of this base, and he looks like he's really smart. He's probably the smartest marine we've met in the series so far. And yeah, he looked at all the clues that was on the ship and he was basically able to determine who each of the crew members were, like who we had on the crew based on the evidence left around by the Straw Hats. But yeah, that's where we are, guys. I'm going to jump in and see where this series goes, see who we're going to focus on this episode, or if we're going to be jumping all over everybody to see what antics we got up to in this marine base. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel or liking the video. Everyone that comes back and likes the videos, comments, all that good stuff, I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you. And here we go. Let's jump in here, episode 198. Let's do it. Everyone gets hungry, so they're likely to appear in the dining. Oh no. Oh no, he's going to the dining hall? Oh no, he's going to find Luffy and Sanji. Zoro's so casual about being captured. I wonder if he can break out of that. And he's just sitting there. Oh, right, they put his swords in a separate cell. Used to be called a pirate. Never imagined you'd be... Get with the times, man. Yeah, it's not gonna work. We came here. Yeah. How? Trying to sell that to someone? We fell from the sky riding an octopus. It's a strange torture method. Oh, is that Chopper hiding in there? Alright, okay. Come on, Chopper, go and help Zoro. Yeah, okay. I'm wondering what Chopper's going to get into. Let's go with a different disguise. Oh, well, there you go. Nami, perfect place. Oh, Chopper, don't get caught as well, man. Raccoon dog. Oh, I love that everybody calls him that now. Oh, I know he's bad at hiding, but surely he's not this bad. What? Okay. Right. Luckily, there's a crate of antlers there. Oh, right, okay. So this is where Chopper's going to end up then. He's up, right. Of course, the med bay. Oh, okay. So it's a doctor that can't handle blood, I take it? Nami's so happy with her new uniform. Oh. Right, okay, so they're nurses. Oh, Nami. Well, at least maybe she'll get reunited with Chopper in here. Oh, right, okay. She doesn't have much confidence, does she? Is it because there's blood on? Yeah, there's blood. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Chopper couldn't watch it. Are they gonna are they gonna buy that? I was gonna say he's probably like a much better doctor than anybody there. Because Drum was like known for his doctors and he learned from Dr. Kareha. I bet you these nurses are like, wow, we'll finally get a doctor that knows what they're doing. Who the hell's this? Everything's moving now. I like the hands in the pockets, the confidence he's emitting. Oh, right. Well, right. At least she's falling for it as well. And like Nami and Chopper's together now. This has worked out quite well for us here. Yeah. Oh, how's she going to handle that? Oh, yeah. I don't think Chopper's going to want to... Yeah, he's not going to probably want to leave this situation here. Yeah. Yeah, he can't, I don't think he can leave her like this. Oh, we're getting a Dr. Kareha story. Place to die. Passing over a mountain. So... Oh, it's not. It's Dr. Hiruluk's story. Ah, I love that they mentioned this. When they say doctor again, the doctor said to him. Right, okay. The cherry blossoms. Exactly. Yeah, he's not gonna leave them. He's inspiring her as well. Nami, you ain't getting out of this. Just accept it, right? You're going into that operating room. It's okay. Okay, he resolves that. Serious. Yeah. You can't go against it. Yeah, I knew Nami was never going to leave him, you know. She just wants to get the hell out of there. Then they can show shit. I love that the cherry blossoms thing is now established. It's because of Dr. Hiruluk. A doctor's never seen this before. Oh no. They reported it. Yeah. Exactly, yeah. Zoro knew right away who they were talking about. Yeah, blood. Yeah, we're in the middle of something, buddy. Oh, so they all know about our blood thing then? Oh, is she gonna rat us out? Oh, okay. Okay, so she... Right, I think he realised something was going on, but he saw that she was determined to be like, nobody here, go away, we're busy. Oh, Chopper, she's going to be freaked out when she sees you, Mr. Raccoon Dog. Why did he... Oh, man, she's... Yeah, why isn't she surprised? I can't believe that they're actually... Like, Sanji's, like, working in this kitchen. Like, we need to get out of here. The commander's coming. Oh, right, yeah, I forgot. That's why he's there. Yeah, he's not doing it. This reminds me when he was like when he was like doing all the chores at Baratie and he was just breaking everything. Oh man, he's about to walk in and see them in there, isn't he? And he'll figure it out right away. That was a good little episode. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed seeing Chopper's resolve. To basically say, he was saying to Nami, listen, you can leave me behind if you want, but I need to see this through, or I wouldn't like he wouldn't be able to face Doctorine, as he calls her. Again, I like that. I like that. The thing about Chopper that I love is that he was obviously we know his past, we know how he was raised and stuff, and how he was taught medicine. I love that he takes, like, it's the two halves of the people that raised him, and he takes, like, the best from them. So it's like he's, even though Dr. Heroic was like a quack, as they called him, he wasn't a very good doctor. What he was an amazing person, amazing people person. And so he learned that from him, and the inspiration that I got from him. Dr. Kareha, an amazing doctor, probably one of the best doctors, but she's a terrible people person. Like, she hasn't got the bedside manner, right? So he's took those two elements and been taught from the two of them, and that's the person he's become today. I love that. I love that that is his nature. I love that he references the two of them and their stories as his teachings and stuff, you know. That's awesome. I love it. But it was a good little, I like the kind of, Zoro's in a position here where he's hearing from the soldiers and stuff, so he knows that the person that they've mentioned in the operating room is Chopper. Like, Zoro knew right away. He's like, oh, that's Chopper. And it looks like we didn't see anything from Usopp and Robin in this episode, but I'm curious as to what they're getting up to. And then by the looks of it, the way that episode ended there, it looks like the next episode we're going to go into is Commander Jonathan is going to walk in and see Luffy and Sanji. The problem is, like, maybe if it was just Sanji, he wouldn't figure it out. But the fact that he knows Luffy's face because of the wanted poster, and Luffy's... I don't see Luffy hiding and being quiet in the kitchen. He's going to get caught here, right? But how's it going to play out? How's it going to go? Let's just jump in. Let's see how this next episode's going to go, guys. Episode 199. Let's do it. Oh, okay, here we go. We're getting Usopp and Robin now. I love that basically Robin has all the knowledge. Look at this. Like, she knows everything. Like, she knew all about this place. Yeah, Usopp's just desperate to get to find out about what's happening with the Mary. Oh my, what a way to keep him from getting caught, man. That's brilliant. I love Robin's abilities so much. Oh, so now they know Zoro's captured? Oh, wait. Who the hell is this guy? Right, okay. Is he supposed to be someone important? Wash your hands before eating. Never leave food on your plate. Never mention what. Right, okay. Yeah, so a lot of the rules apply to when they're eating. A VIP, okay. Right, so from what he's just said there, it sounds like this guy has an agenda against this base and has come to basically shut it down. Wow, Robin. Take it easy. I don't like the guy, but Jesus. Oh, they're all buzzing because they're eating Sanji's food. What's up? Oh, was he? Right. Okay. Yeah, he wants to eat the new cooked stuff. I don't like broccoli. Yeah. Based on the rules that the mottos, as they call them, you're not allowed to leave any of it. Sanji's making buddies. I like Sanji's making pals. Yeah. Oh man. If we're not careful, Sanji's gonna get trapped here. We need to get him away from this woman. Cherish her husband. Oh, is she married to? Is it Commander Jonathan? Right, okay, that's why she was... Right, I understand now, the way she was talking to him. He seemed like he was like scared to go against her. Oh my god, Luffy with a big smile on his face. There's no way he hasn't noticed it's him. What? Why is he? Is he eating off that plate as well? Oh my god, Luffy, get out of there before he notices. If he didn't notice. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Luffy, why? Yep. Ugh. Luffy, your stomach gets you into trouble. Said that Captain Smoker is the one who defeated Crocodile. Oh! Right, did he even figure that out? Right, okay, this guy, he knows what he's doing. They really don't believe that we came from the sky, do they? Oh, so he's threatening us because he has Zoro? Yeah, of course. I'll take you this. Oh, I like this standoff here. I wonder if this guy's actually strong. Oh no. Oh, right. So the cat's out of the bag. Sanji, gonna have to beat them all up now. He's not gonna hit her. Oh, perfect timing. Perfect timing, boys. Yes, the distraction. Let's get out of here. He's so happy about that. Oh man, I love Usopp dressed like a marine. Yeah, come on, Usopp. Fix your shit. Yeah, everything's okay. Oh, right, okay. This guy that saw us falling from the sky. I like this. They're all kind of ending up in places with people that are kind of related to them. Obviously, this guy is probably going to help us fix the Mary. Whether it's a navy ship or a pirate ship. Can tell the most part. That's right. When he was talking about people that love their ships, and he said when he was fixing the marine ones at the start that they didn't have the love for the ships, but obviously we have the love for the Mary, especially Usopp. Sniper unit right away, sir. Oh no, did he figure him out? Okay. Yeah, so Usopp is number 2 to be captured then. He should have he should have stuck with Robin. Yeah, okay. So we're still trying to figure out his identity. Is Usopp's line going to come into play here? Okay, right, never mind. He's cracking under the pressure. I hear that a specialist inspector from the... Oh, they're going to think that he's the inspector? Yes, Usopp, hear that. Yes, you can pretend that you're investigating. Right, okay, here's where the line's coming into play. And he gets to bring back Captain Usopp. He's really hamming it up now, right? He's just don't go too far with it, Usopp. You're getting too cocky with it here. What do you think? Your lieutenant, come on. All right, no, okay. He's getting too carried away. Usopp, don't overplay your hand here, bud. Oh my god. Special Inspector. Oh my, is this Robin? Oh, I love it. Oh my god. Robin in the disguise. Yeah, you stole her alibi. Do you know the captain? Oh, Robin. Oh, Robin. You just threw the man under the bus. I love it though. That was brilliant. He had such hope in his eyes and she just crushed it. I'm going with what? Yeah. You should thank Robin. Why? I love his confidence even though he's in prison. Oh my god. Yeah, Sanjay, you need to do a better job of keeping him under wraps here. Straw hat and a very skilled cook. Yeah, okay. A swordsman, a man with a long nose. Why does the shop get that description? A doctor, a nurse I've never seen before. Okay, so he's pegged them all. Oh, so he knows that Robin's fake. Okay, yeah, so he had it all figured out. Yeah, it doesn't seem. It seems like he's actually enjoying it. Like it doesn't seem like he's too worried about what's happening. Right, okay, another fun episode. I thought that Robin had tricked him. I thought that she had tricked uh, Commander Jonathan there into believing that she was actually the inspector. But no, he knows. He know. It's funny because he seems to be very. He plays the cards close to the chest kind of thing. Like even when he's just out fishing casually, he's in eating. He seems to be. He's one of these guys that has everything under control. He knows. I think he realizes that the Straw Hats aren't aren't a threat to them. You know what I mean? Like I think if it was nasty people that I think he's very discerning in what kind of people they are, and so he's treating it very casually. He's treating it like a game. You know, he's like every time it cuts to the chessboard to show you, and he's talking about right this. I've got this and this. Let's think about it. Blah blah. He's figured out everybody's identity. The people that he's obviously they've captured Robin. They've captured Zoro and Usopp, but he knows Luffy and Sanji's faces, right? And he knows that Sanji is a skilled cook. He knew that he was on the crew from when he was on the Mary. He knows that Robin is part of the crew and that she's posing as the inspector. And he knows that Chopper and Nami are posing as a doctor and a nurse. So he has all this information. I like that. I like that it's not a kind of I want to know what his motives are, because it's weird. It seems like he's obviously heard about Luffy before we got here, and he was smart enough to realize about what happened in Alabasta rather than listening to the story about it being Smoker that took care of things in Alabasta and stuff. So he even figured that out. But I wonder what his motives are for letting us kind of run over the base, letting Robin go and do he's obviously got people that are watching her. You saw them when she was in the library there. The people, the soldiers, were keeping an eye on her, but he's kind of letting her. I think he's like, let's see what she does. Let's go and see what happens here. But I don't know what his motives are for letting that happen. And it seemed like he kind of figured out that Usopp was fake as well, but then he was trying to kind of give Usopp a way out. It's weird. I don't know what this Commander Jonathan's motives are, but it seems like he's kind of giving the Straw Hats a bit of leeway, which is weird. I don't know why he's doing it, but it seems like he's doing it. I liked in this episode the guy from the maintenance department that was the kind of repairing the ships. him talking to Usopp and talking about the Mary, and basically saying that you can tell how much the people that like the owners of the ship love this ship, you know. And Usopp was getting really proud hearing that, basically saying, yeah, because when he was repairing the Navy ships earlier in the arc, in the last episodes, he was talking about how the people don't love their ships anymore, and like they're not caring for these ships. I like that. I like that because you can see. I think it's especially clear with Usopp how much he loves the Mary because of obviously the connection to Kaya, you know, because we got it from Kaya, and he's the one that's been kind of left to repair it, you know, all this time whenever something happens, and I like that. I like, and I still like I was talking about it in one of with a theory video about the ship. We still don't know who fixed the Mary up in Skypiea, because that's still annoying me that I can't even think who it could be, because like Usopp was going to go and fix the Mary when it was up in Skypiea after we were trapped on the sacrificial altar, but then he saw somebody, like it was like a ghost figure, but he didn't see their face, so he could only see like a silhouette, and it was like in the mist and stuff, so it looked very ominous, but we didn't actually see who it was. But the thing is, the person that fixed the Mary, like Usopp mentioned this, he said like the person that fixed the Mary knew the original design, because we got it modified by Cricket and his crew. We got it modified in order to go to the sky, but the person that repaired it to the state it was in when we were on the Blue Sea. So the person that fixed it couldn't have been from Skypiea, or couldn't have been up in the sky before we went up there. So that is a big mystery that it's up in the air for me, where I'm like, right, who repaired the Mary, you know, and like, how could that have been possible unless they snuck onto the ship to come up with us to the sky? So I hope that gets resolved. I hope that doesn't get left up in the air. But yeah, I loved that a little bit. I loved that Robin threw him under the bus. I thought that was hilarious, you know, where he looked with such hope in his eyes to be like, Robin, oh, you know, help me out here. It's me, Captain Usopp, blah, blah. And she's like, nah, don't know him, sorry. Get him out of here. But I love her disguise. I love that she took that disguise of that clown. I wonder what she did with him. Where she hid his kind of body. And I like now that we're getting these people that obviously that we've affected through our actions in this base, where Chopper's made a big difference to that doctor, you know, and really helped her, and then him and Nami saved a bunch of soldiers' lives doing the operations and stuff. But now they're kind of like having to get away from there. Sanji and Luffy, like they were into that kitchen, and you know, all the Marines that were going in were loving Sanji's cooking and stuff, and he was giving all those Marines, you saw him saying, oh, I'll give you some recipes and stuff. So they've made an impression there, whereas like I was hoping that, I thought that's what was going to happen with Usopp. I thought he was going to spend time with that old man and maybe learn some things about like repairing the ship, but he got captured right away. But he did. I did really enjoy, and I knew right away, as soon as Commander Jonathan tried to give him that kind of alibi, he went too far with it. I was like, oh no, like Usopp's gonna go too far with this, and he did. When he started kind of slapping that Drake guy on the face, and like bragging about his position and stuff, and talking about getting him sent to prison. I was like, Usopp, know when to quit, buddy, know when to stop. But yeah, guys, it seems just like a fun arc, you know. There's good stuff happening in the episodes, and it's a fun. It's the way it feels like the way a filler should be, you know. It's a filler arc, and it just feels really fun. We're getting great character interactions, and some great little scenarios. I love the premise. I love that we're inside a Navy base right now, and it's, you know, this Commander Jonathan guy seems really interesting, and I like that. I like the way it's playing out. I like the little side characters. I like that we're meeting the likes of like Jessica in the kitchen, who turns out to be married to Commander Jonathan. I like that we're getting Chopper making that connection with the Doctor and helping her get past her trauma. We're getting personal little stories that kind of go back to, like, we got Chopper looking back to his past in order to help her, and we're also getting kind of like fun ways forward. I like that Robin's spending her time in the library researching how to escape from the place, because she said that when she was reading the book, she goes, "Oh, there's only one way to escape from here," but then it cut away. We didn't find out what that was. Yeah, guys, I'm really interested to see where we're going to go from here. I wonder what is going to happen. Like, now that two of us have been captured, obviously, Luffy's not got subtlety. You know, he's running about looking for Zoro, but I wonder how. If I were to take a guess, I'd say that maybe Nami and Chopper might get caught next, you know, because they've did that there, and like once they like try and like kind of get away from like the operating theatre, they've got people watching them now, and Commander Jonathan knows about them, so it might be hard. Like, I don't think it's going to be. I think it'll be easier to catch Chopper and Nami than it would be to catch Luffy and Sanji, you know. So I don't know how that's going to play out. Are they going to go on a rampage? How are we going to get down there to get Zoro and Usopp out of there? Is it going to be Luffy that has to rescue them, or are we going to get some more interactions from the likes of? I thought that maybe Robin would have went down to try and get them out because of she's using that alibi. And I'm interested to see how she's going to use that. But the problem is, Commander Jonathan seems to know that Robin's a part of the Straw Hats, but I don't think anybody else has figured it out. And he seems to basically have just told the soldiers to just keep an eye on her. Unless he has, I don't know if he has actually told them, listen, she's an imposter, but just let her do what she wants just now. I don't know. I don't know what the case is there. But I'll be interested to see how it plays out and how Robin handles it, because Robin is the way she uses her abilities. I love that. I love watching her with Usopp, trying to keep Usopp from getting caught, and then the way she was taking people out, the way she took out that inspector was just brutal. And I love the way she uses her abilities. I think that if there's anybody that's best suited to be alone, like, I'm glad the other ones have paired up, and if there's anybody that's best to be suited alone, it's Robin. You know, she's learned much from her times in Baroque Works as Miss All Sunday. You know, she's got this down. You know, she was an assassin. She knows how to handle herself, and with each, I think that it'll be really interesting to see after the next big arc, which I think is Water 7. I don't know like what's after that, but after kind of the next big arc, Water 7 and that, I was speaking about doing the next kind of character tier list, and for me, like, Robin is slowly just she's climbing, like, every time, like, her interactions and she's I'm starting to really love that character, and she's creeping up there, you know. But I'd say right now, she's fifth. She's fifth place, because I've got Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Sanji, Robin. I'd say Sanji and Nami keep switching. Luffy and Zoro keep switching. First, second, third, fourth. But Robin's like, I think she's actually leaped past Usopp for me. And I love Usopp. You know, like, I think Usopp's the funniest member of the crew. You know, you get the most funny moments from him, I believe. And him and Luffy together when they start acting like kids is hilarious. But Robin's character is just, it's been for such a short time with her. You know, we've only really had one arc of her being like part of the crew. I loved her as when I thought she was a villain, but her and the crew is, I think it's been fantastic. You know, she's the most knowledgeable, and you always get her. She knows everything about this. She's the person, usually we would have to rely on other people. Like when we went to like Alabasta and stuff, you had Vivi, you had people when we went to Drummond, Vivi there, but because she knew that place. But Robin is the person now that instead of finding out from someone local to that country, Robin has a lot of this knowledge, and she can basically, she's the one that tells us, oh, this is this. This explains why this is happening. Here's where we are. Here's what we need to do. And I love that concept from her. But yeah, guys, good episodes. Can't wait to see how this arc goes on from here. Thanks very much for watching. If you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Everyone that has and liked the video and commented and stuff, thank you very, very much. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks, guys.